Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Xochitl. For those of you who are new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, especially if you love keto videos. But if later you want to check out some beauty and lifestyle videos, I also have those on my channel. Today, I know it's been a minute since we filmed a keto video. Today, I wanted to dedicate this one to the busy people out there, and you kind of want something more of a keto meal prep. So this is going to be my keto breakfast egg cup prep essentially, and this is actually something I was making before keto, and I think just in general we're just kind of transitioning to just eating better, making sure I have breakfast so that therefore I'm not like starving for like lunchtime and then dinner. And I feel like this has really made a difference in my weight loss journey, just kind of having something easy ready to go. All you have to do is microwave these in the morning. You can keep them in the fridge, you can freeze them, but I wanted to show you guys what I was doing for those of you who might be a little bit busier. So Frankie's actually back to work. He's my breakfast egg chef master, so to save us both some time in the morning now, even though I'm working from home, this is just super easy because I can get a little bit lazy. And I'll show you guys basically what I'm doing now just to cut some even more time from my usual prep, and I'll let you know what I kind of add in and do in case you have a little bit more time, you want to make these a little bit more scrumptious, or you even want to just make these just regular egg cups, maybe not essentially for keto specifically. So super easy, let's get started. All right, so for a keto egg cup prep, this is gonna be my like simpler one. I add more things usually, but this actually helps me cut the time from prepping these, so it's, you know, a little bit more motivating to do it. First things first, you're going to need eggs, and depending on how many cups, egg quiches, whatever you want to call this, you want to prep beforehand, will kind of determine how many eggs we will be using. I'm honestly only going to be making about a dozen of the egg cups because it's Tuesday night, so basically this is going to be for a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday breakfast for both Frankie and I, and we usually have about 2 cups each, so that's 4 cups a day, and so that's about a dozen. Normally, if I'm doing this for the week, like the whole week, I'll probably make me around 20 if I have leftovers for like the weekend and stuff, but we're only going to making 12 egg cups. And for me, the way that to measure it out with all the other ingredients I put in, usually it's like the amount of total egg cups you want to make minus 2 like whole eggs will kind of get you that mixture, depending give or take what other ingredients you put in for space wise. But so we're only going to use about 10 eggs today. Then you can choose basically what meat you want to put on there. I really love the Costco. This is their fully cooked pork sausages. So one less step. It's frozen. You keep it in your freezer, and honestly, you can just microwave these for about a minute to a minute and a half. You can stovetop cook them. Sometimes how we'll make them and prepare them in the morning is with the toaster oven. But for the keto egg cup prep, you don't even have to thaw them out or anything. I just, you know, microwave these. So I've already got these guys ready to go. They're already fully cooked, and we're gonna throw this in there. You can either do bacon, you can do ham. When it's not keto, just for something a little bit leaner, I'll do turkey sausage. But since it's keto, I want all the fats. Next, I'll go in with some spinach. And you can do frozen or fresh spinach. Before, I used to just use fresh spinach, but I've been using frozen recently because that's just what I have. Same thing, it saves you even more time because with the fresh spinach, I would cook it down, and that one is one extra pan you have to wash, and 2, that's just a little extra step. So I just thawed it down, and when I'm cooking it, I'll saute it with some garlic powder and garlic salt. So I just sprinkled some on top. The other veggies that I normally add to my egg cups that I'm not doing today, one out of laziness, I forgot. But usually I'll add onions. I'll dice some onions, but onions do have carbs, so I'm gonna skip them for the keto egg cups. And then the other items are bell peppers, and you can do either yellow, red, green, whatever color. For color purposes, I like to do maybe a red one since we already have green from the spinach, make it look a little bit cuter. But also, bell peppers tend to have carbs. It's not too many carbs. They're good, approved keto carbs. It's just up to you, kind of. I was like, I'd rather, you know, probably get my carbs elsewhere, so I'm going to skip the bell peppers for my keto egg cups. And then the last thing is going to be mushrooms. I like to usually add in my egg cups, but but I didn't feel like it. I didn't feel like picking them up. I was like, you know what, I'll save the $2. Maybe I'll get them for something else, because usually when I get the mushrooms, I like to plan out a menu where I'm going to use the mushrooms again, so that just wasn't this week. But you can, other things you can add, comment down below what else do you guys add to your breakfast egg cups, your breakfast quiches that are also either keto approved or just in general delicious. But that's what we're going to do today. And then finally, I will add some sharp cheddar cheese. You can choose the cheese, Colby Jack. I just like sharp cheddar. So let's get started. All right, first things first, I'm just going to go ahead and crack all the eggs and not drop them in there. And let's get 10 eggs in a bowl. If I'm doing 20 egg cups, I'll usually use my bigger bowl. Once we've got all our eggs, we're gonna go ahead and mix them up first. Now that you've got them mixed up, you can just go ahead and add salt and pepper to taste. And we're gonna add the pepper. Okay. And because, like I said, usually I will saute the spinach with the mushrooms, bell peppers, and onions. While I saute those, I usually add some garlic salt and garlic powder. But because we're not sauteing anything, and that's honestly saving us a lot of time in cleanup, we're just going to go ahead and throw some garlic salt and garlic powder in this mixture as well. And then what I want to do, I'm just going to go ahead and throw in the spinach and mix that in just so it's like even as you pour it out. You don't want to get a clump of spinach in 1 egg cup. If you sauteed any other vegetables, feel free to throw it in this mixture too, just so you can get a nice even mix. So I went ahead and just added the egg and spinach mixture into this glass just because it's easier to pour. Just handle. If you have a ladle, go ahead and use a ladle. Now what I'm going to do in my muffin tin is going to spray it down just so that it doesn't stick. This, if you've ever had trouble making egg cups, you want to spray it with something. I have canola oil. I know canola oil is not really keto, but I'm not going to have chugs of it, you know. So if you have baking spray, even better. And now we're just going to evenly distribute. I'm not going to pour it all the way to the top because they are going to rise, and also we're still adding meat and cheese. So let's try to disperse it around. And if you feel like some egg cups got a little bit more love than the others, feel free to grab a spoon, and that's how I kind of try to even in case I accidentally like pour a little bit too much on one of them. Same thing you can do with like certain veggies and stuff. Next, you can mix the sausage mixture with like the liquid, but this way I also just get to evenly spread out sausage and make sure, you know, everybody gets a little leaven. And I cut the sausage up halfway twice just to get small pieces. You could do bigger pieces, whatever you like. I just want to make sure each cup gets sausage. If some get more than others, that's okay. That's like a bonus cup if you love the sausage. And then finally, we're going to go ahead and add our cheese. I'm doing sharp cheddar. I usually do sharp cheddar. I just like to sprinkle a little bit on the top. You can choose, you know, how much. Up to you. If you really want to get specific with macros, you can weigh everything out, measure everything out beforehand, and then, you know, kind of pour. But breakfast, I'm not too particular about macros. Pretty much kind of stick to the same thing. And now I'm just going to go ahead. I already have my oven is ready. It's at 350 degrees, and I'm going to leave it on there depending on your oven, depending on how high you put the egg cups. I would say check around maybe 15-minute mark, but anywhere usually around the 17 to 19-minute mark is the sweet spot. You want to make sure the egg is cooked all the way through, but you also want to make sure you don't have, like, you know, dried out egg. So, and that's pretty much it. Usually around 17 or so minutes is the sweet spot for these egg cups, but now all I have to do is just wait for them to cool down. I'm gonna leave them in the refrigerator overnight, and then all I have to do in the morning is microwave them for about 30 to 45 seconds. It's that quick and easy. On the side, I like to have a little bit of avocado for those extra fats. I know Frankie likes to put some salsa on it, so you can do, if you want, a little bit of tapatio, a little cholula. He'll do Frank's red hot sauce, whatever you like. But now guess what? You don't have to worry about making breakfast. You save yourself anywhere from like 15 to 30 minutes to make it and then eat it. But this is super quick and simple. When I was going back to work, I would just take these with me and then microwave at work as well, if that ever becomes normal. But now at home, I just get up and I can have breakfast immediately. All I have to do is make my coffee. So this is my super simple keto egg cup prep. But once again, there's also other veggies you can put on there, make it even more flavorful. But I like the fact that this way, with the frozen spinach, honestly, it saves me so much time and way less dishes. Like, this prep is even quicker. So if I want to do the full week, I'll just kind of like double this recipe. But let me know if you guys enjoyed this egg cup recipe and if you recreate it yourself, and or what other veggies you guys like to add on there. Hopefully this is helpful for those of you who are either really busy or maybe, you know, just not having breakfast ready at hand. You know, it just kind of makes you lazy and therefore not have breakfast. I'm telling you, it makes the biggest difference. I have 2 of these, a little side of avocado, maybe a snack in between, and then we'll have dinner. But super simple, easy. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you guys can keep up with the rest of my videos, keto, beauty, and lifestyle. And I'll see you guys next time.